The air buzzed with the nervous energy of teenage love as we, two 16-year-olds madly in love, embarked on the journey of a lifetime. She was my confidant, my partner in crime from our middle school days, and together we discovered the intricacies of love. Our relationship thrived on the simple pleasures, stolen glances in the hallways, shared secrets under the moonlight, and the comforting warmth of intertwined hands. Remember when we used to pass notes during Mr. Johnson's class? I chuckled, a wistful smile playing on my lips. Her eyes lit up with nostalgia. How could I forget? Our secret language that only we could decipher. We were those kids, the ones who navigated the tricky waters of adolescence without causing ripples. Conflict was foreign to us, and we molded our love to be understanding, forgiving. Our connection, though unspoken, was strong, promising a lifetime of shared dreams. The years whisked us away to the same university where we faced new challenges together. Our love withstood the test of time, the trials of academic stress, and the shared joys of success. We believed we were invincible, that nothing could shatter the idyllic world we had built. Then came the tragic loss of my mother. The weight of grief threatened to pull me under, but she stood by me, a pillar of strength. Her unwavering support, along with the comforting presence of my father, became the foundation upon which I rebuilt my shattered self. We married in 2008, celebrating amidst both joy and the lingering sadness of my mother's absence. The promise of a future together unfolded, and the birth of our twins completed the picture. I envisioned a life filled with laughter, love, and the joy of watching my children grow. Little did I know that innocence was a fragile thing. As I reflect on those early days, I can't help but wonder if the signs were there, hidden beneath the surface. Were there whispers of the storm that was to come, cleverly masked by the facade of our perfect love? Or did the tempest brew in the silence of the unspoken, waiting for the right moment to unleash its fury? Innocence, once thought to be our eternal companion, now lay shattered at our feet, the fragments of a love story that seemed too good to be true. The university years had been a whirlwind, a storm of exams, late-night study sessions, and shared dreams. But within that tempest, we found solace in each other's arms. The tragic loss of my mother cast a long, dark shadow over our once sunlit love. I wish she was here to see us now, I whispered, my voice catching on the edge of sorrow. My soon-to-be ex-wife, her eyes reflecting the same grief, squeezed my hand gently. She would be so proud of you, of us. We've weathered storms together, and we'll get through this one too. In the midst of mourning, our relationship became a haven of shared sorrow. We navigated the tumultuous waters of grief side by side, finding strength in our unity. Her support became the balm for my wounded soul, healing the raw edges of my pain. As the shadows of grief loomed, I battled the demons within. Depression, a relentless foe, threatened to consume me. I can't do this anymore, I confessed, my voice barely audible. Her gaze, filled with determination, met mine. We'll fight this together. You're not alone, remember? I'm here. In those moments, she became my anchor, holding me steady in the face of the storm. Our love transformed, evolving to withstand the challenges of my mental health struggles. She attended therapy sessions with me, a silent partner in the battle against the shadows that threatened to pull me under. The loss of my mother, though a gaping wound, forced us to confront the fragility of life. We danced between the remnants of grief and the tentative steps towards healing, our love a lifeline in the darkness. I never thought I'd find strength in the midst of grief. I admitted one evening, the weight of sorrow heavy in the air. Her eyes softened with understanding. Sometimes it's in our darkest moments that we discover our true strength. Yet unknown to me, the looming shadows held secrets of their own. Secrets that would later unravel, challenging the very foundation of the support and understanding that had held us together through the storm. The year 2008 marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where our love solidified into the foundation of a family. Our wedding day, though tinged with the bittersweet absence of my mother, radiated with the promise of a shared future. The arrival of our twins completed the canvas of our lives, filling it with hues of joy and fulfillment. As we settled into our roles as parents, our home echoed with the laughter and cries of our newborns. I held them in my arms, marveling at the tiny lives we had brought into the world. Can you believe we're parents now? I said, a mix of wonder and disbelief in my voice. She grinned, exhaustion evident but overridden by joy. It's surreal, isn't it? But look at them, they're beautiful. Our family is perfect. Those early days were a blur of sleepless nights, diaper changes, and the sweet smell of baby lotion. The challenges of parenthood tested our patience, But we faced them together, armed with the unbreakable bond we had forged over the years. We're a family now, she mused, gazing at our sleeping twins. I wouldn't have it any other way. With a sense of purpose, we navigated the maze of parenting, our love growing with each shared triumph and shared responsibility. The support that had once anchored me through grief now extended to the joys and challenges of raising our children. I can't wait to see them grow up, I remarked, envisioning a future filled with family outings, school plays, and bedtime stories. Her laughter echoed through the room. Let's savor each moment. Time flies and we don't want to miss a thing. Our shared dreams blossomed into plans for the future. We celebrated birthdays, took family vacations, and cherished the mundane moments that comprise the essence of our daily lives. Little did I know that beneath the surface of this idyllic family portrait, a storm was brewing, a revelation that would shatter the picture-perfect image of our life as a family of three. The shadows of the impending tempest, though invisible to our blissful eyes, would soon cast their darkness upon our once serene existence. The storm that had brewed in the shadows erupted with the force of a hurricane when a paternity test unraveled the fabric of our family. The results lay before me, stark and unyielding, revealing a truth I never fathomed. Impossible, I muttered, my eyes scanning the document in disbelief. This can't be right. Her eyes, once a haven of understanding, betrayed a mixture of guilt and fear. We need to talk, she whispered, the weight of her words sinking into the room. In the aftermath of that revelation, the walls of our home felt as if they were closing in. The twins played in oblivious innocence, unaware of the storm raging within their parents. I trusted you, I accused, my voice laced with hurt. Our entire life built on a lie. She swallowed hard, avoiding eye contact. I never meant for this to happen. Things just spiraled out of control. The man revealed in the paternity test loomed as a specter, a stranger whose existence shattered the semblance of normalcy we had so carefully crafted. I found him, I stated coldly, my voice trembling with a mix of anger and despair. The man you hid from me. Her attempt at a defense faltered. I never thought. I didn't plan for this. The confrontation with the apparent biological father was a tense encounter, his face mirroring my own features, but with an underlying truth that tore through the facade of my reality. I had no idea, he insisted, genuine shock in his eyes. I met her at a work conference. I never knew she was married, let alone with kids. His desire to be involved with the twins added another layer to the complexity of our shattered reality. You can't just waltz into their lives, I retorted, a mix of protectiveness and rage bubbling within me. The decision was made then, an unspoken pact that this revelation would not unravel the lives of our innocent children. Professional mediation became the shield, a buffer against the potential chaos that lay ahead. In the silence that followed, the truth hung heavy in the air, a palpable tension that had replaced the once secure foundation of our family. The storm had passed, leaving devastation in its wake, and the echoes of that revelation reverberated through the corridors of our once happy home. The emotional earthquake triggered by the revelation of paternity left our lives in disarray. The once sturdy walls of our shared love crumbled, and the rubble of trust lay scattered across the landscape of our shattered existence. Emotional turmoil became the unwelcome companion in our home. I thought we were solid, I murmured, my voice echoing in the hollow spaces of our home. How could you keep something like this from me? Her eyes, once a source of comfort, now reflected the turmoil within. I never meant for it to go this far. I was scared. Scared or not, the damage was done. The twins, blissfully unaware of the emotional tempest that had engulfed their parents, played innocently in the background, a stark contrast to the turmoil that churned within their family. I don't even know who you are anymore, I confessed, the weight of betrayal heavy in my words. Our entire history tainted by lies. She reached out, a futile attempt to bridge the growing chasm between us. We can work through this. It's not the end. But it felt like the end. The uncertainty of the future loomed like a storm cloud, casting a shadow over the once clear path we had envisioned. Days turned into nights, each one a battleground of emotions. Sleep became elusive, replaced by the restless tossing and turning fueled by a mind wrestling with questions that seemed to have no answers. I can't trust you, I declared, the finality of those words hanging in the air. Not anymore. The decision not to allow the biological father to enter our lives without professional mediation became a defensive barrier. I could no longer trust my own judgment, let alone hers. In the midst of the emotional maelstrom, a visit to our old home uncovered even darker truths. The veil of normalcy had masked a reality marred by alcoholism and potential danger to our children. I trusted you with our kids. I accused, my voice tinged with anger and desperation. She, however, remained defensive, the fragility of her own emotional state laid bare. You're not the only one hurting here. I never wanted them to see me like this. The dichotomy of emotions, anger, hurt, and the ever-present love that refused to completely dissipate defined those turbulent days. The once strong foundation of our family became a precarious ledge, threatening to crumble beneath the weight of our emotional burdens. The storm showed no signs of abating, and in the eye of it all, our love struggled to survive. Our old home, once a sanctuary of shared dreams and whispered promises, now stood as a testament to the fractures in our once unbreakable bond. As I crossed the threshold, a sense of foreboding gripped my heart. The familiar creaks of the floorboards echoed the haunting memories of the life we had built within these walls. Each room, once filled with the laughter of our children, now whispered secrets of a darker reality. Why did you bring us back here? I questioned, my gaze sweeping across the rooms that held both cherished and painful memories. Her eyes darted nervously, avoiding my gaze. I thought we could salvage something, remember the good times. The illusion of normalcy crumbled as I uncovered the hidden truths. Empty bottles, concealed in the recesses of cabinets, exposed the depth of her struggle with alcoholism. The realization cut through me like a knife. You've been drinking this much? With the kids around? My voice carried a mix of anger and disbelief. She averted her eyes, a sense of shame etched on her face. It's not that simple. You don't understand what I've been going through. Understanding or not, the safety of our children took precedence. The potential danger they faced, oblivious to the turmoil brewing within the walls of their home, fueled a newfound determination. I can't let them stay here, I declared, my resolve unwavering. Not until you get help. Tensions escalated as accusations flew, each word a painful reminder of the shattered reality we now faced. The home, once a haven, became a battleground of conflicting emotions. I've been doing my best, she defended, her voice tinged with frustration. I didn't ask for any of this either. The weight of her struggles became apparent, overshadowing the anger momentarily. Yet the damage had been done, and the cracks in our foundation widened with each passing revelation. Leaving the house, I carried with me the heavy burden of a truth that refused to be concealed. The home, once a symbol of stability, now stood as a fractured reminder of the secrets that had corroded our shared history. As I closed the door behind me, the once familiar click now resonated like the final echo of a life left behind. The journey ahead seemed uncertain, the road paved with the remnants of a house of secrets that could no longer contain the truth. The legal labyrinth that awaited us unfolded like a daunting maze, each path fraught with complexities and uncertainties. The decision to navigate the legal terrain became an inevitable choice, a crossroads where the future of our once happy family hung in the balance. I've consulted with my attorney. I admitted the weight of the impending legal battle evident in my words. We need to figure out the best way forward. She looked at me, a mix of defiance and desperation in her eyes. I never thought it would come to this. We can find another way, but there seemed to be no alternative. The paternity revelation, the alcoholism, and the potential danger to our children had pushed us to a precipice where legal intervention seemed the only recourse. I need to protect the twins, I asserted, the unwavering determination cutting through the emotional fog. Their safety is paramount. The discussion shifted to the intricate details of the legal proceedings. Child custody, visitation rights, and the potential financial implications weighed heavily on the conversation. I won't let you take them away from me, she declared, her voice edged with a mix of fear and defiance. The reality of the legal battle became apparent, an emotional tug-of-war where the collateral damage was the innocence of our children. The possibility of removing myself from the birth certificate, a legal step to evade financial responsibility, surfaced as a strategic move. The desire for a family with biological children, untainted by the shadows of the past, loomed large. Can you imagine starting over? I questioned, a hint of vulnerability in my voice. Building a life without these constant reminders of betrayal. Her response was a mix of anger and resignation. I never wanted it to end like this. I thought we had a chance to fix things. But the chance seemed elusive, lost in the legal intricacies that now dictated the terms of our separation. The topic of child support and alimony hung in the air, financial responsibilities intertwined with the emotional wreckage of our failed marriage. I won't be burdened with supporting another man's children, I admitted, a stark acknowledgement of the harsh reality. As we navigated the legal crossroads, the choices became clearer. Yet the uncertainty of the path ahead cast a long shadow over the once promising future we had envisioned. The legal battle, a necessary evil, seemed to be the only way to untangle the web of deceit and rebuild a semblance of normalcy in the aftermath of our shattered love. In the wake of legal battles and emotional turmoil, the horizon of new beginnings stretched before me like an uncertain landscape. As I moved into a rented place, the echoes of the past lingered, but the promise of a fresh start became a beacon of hope. The support of friends and the recommendations of the man revealed to be the biological father led me to my new dwelling. "You deserve a place of your own, away from the ghosts of the past," he suggested, a sentiment that resonated with the desire for a clean break. As I settled into my new abode, the walls echoed with the unfamiliarity of solitude. The twins, now spending time with me in this different environment, carried with them the weight of an unresolved truth. "I miss our old home," one of the twins admitted, a hint of sadness in their voice. "I know, but sometimes change is necessary," I replied, my attempt to reassure both them and myself. The emotional wounds, though far from healed, were now cushioned by the comforting presence of friends and the distractions of daily life. Yet the revelation of their true parentage loomed, a conversation that hovered in the shadows, waiting for the right moment. The decision to conduct a polygraph test, a step toward gaining insights into the biological father's intentions, unfolded like a suspenseful drama. "I need to be sure you're not here to cause more chaos," I asserted, the tension palpable in the room. His response carried a sincerity that resonated. "I only want what's best for them. I never wanted to be a source of pain." The polygraph results, though insightful, left lingering questions. The desire to uncover the truth behind his drive to become a father, a motive entangled in his own emotional breakdown, added layers to the complex narrative. The twins, struggling with the revelation of their true parentage, grappled with emotions that oscillated between confusion and a yearning for stability. "We'll figure this out together," I reassured them, my attempt to be the constant in their evolving world. Amidst the chaos, I turned to activities that brought solace. Drawing and gaming became therapeutic, a refuge for a mind grappling with the aftermath of a fractured love. The pending decision on whether to maintain financial responsibility for the twins, a commitment entwined with the legal complexities, weighed heavily. "I want a family with my blood," I admitted, the desire for a future untainted by the shadows of the past. As I stood at the crossroads of what was and what could be, the road ahead remained shrouded in uncertainty. New beginnings beckoned, their promise tempered by the lessons of a love that had crumbled, leaving behind the fragments of a life that once was. Thank you for listening to the story to the end, and if you like it, please support us with a like as well as subscribe to our channel. Write in the comments what you